Hi, this is Andrea with Quantum Energy Healing Therapy, and today I'm going to show you how to activate a crystal grid. This is an abundance grid, and we have a geometric pattern here set up for the grid, and we have this particular color for the grid. These were all chosen, the stones and the color of the grid and the actual pattern, the hexagonal pattern, was chosen by myself, the Holy Spirit, Archangel Haniel, and Archangel Ariel. We all work together. I just ask them what it is that is needed for the grid, and they just instruct me what to get through communication. This is a finance grid, and what you'll notice in this is we have a few different stones. In the middle is azurite. The azurite stone is a powerful healing stone that stimulates intuitive development. It also does a lot of other different things, but that is one of the main properties for this grid. Then you'll see that we have we have 5 black obsidian arrowheads around the azurite for the inside of the grid. And then you'll notice that we also have a turquoise right here. And the turquoise is a protective, purifying, and strengthening stone that balances and aligns the chakras. It enhances self-expression and intuition and promotes creativity. So we've got, in this grid, we've got 2. We've got one up here at the top, and then we've got this one right here. And then these are the 5 black obsidian arrowheads. Down the center, I have, this is an azurite ball, this is an azurite point. I also have another azurite here, another azurite, and then another azurite ball. So 5 altogether. Then I have 3 snowflake obsidians. This is what these look like right here. These are black lava with snowflake properties in the stone. So what you're seeing right here, this is actually a grid that's set up for protection for this person, for this particular grid. This is what is needed at this point in time in their finances. So this is why we've come up with this. Now, the grid itself, to get started on how to activate this, that's what I'm going to show you. First thing you want to do is you call in Archangel Michael to cleanse and clear the stones. And Archangel Michael will lift the energy from any other person that may have handled the stones prior to yourself. So once you place the stones on the grid in the exact pattern that I have right here, you want to activate it. And to activate this, we're going to call in God, Jesus, Holy Spirit, Archangel Haniel, Archangel Ariel, and Archangel Michael. And then I also am going to call in the finance angels. And the finance angels I'm calling in are Archangel Pathiel, Archangel Gadiel, Archangel Gamaliel, Archangel Raziel, Archangel Barakael. And I'm just asking them to add their energy to this grid to strengthen the energy behind it. And I'm going to be adding my energy as well. And what I recommend for you to do is to write up your intention before you start activating the grid. Put it down either in a journal or a piece of paper that you can reach for later, because you'll be actually reactivating this grid once a week. I find that I do a lot of energy work, so I always test my grids for the energy and the strength behind the grid. And there's a lot of different thoughts out there. Some people say that you can activate it once and you don't have to activate it again. But I have tested my grids and I know that you have to activate them again. The grid, especially if it's a protection grid, it's going to absorb energy and help you So you want to cleanse and clear those stones so that you can keep them to the highest possible frequency to absorb whatever thing that is not supposed to be coming to you. If you're transmuting negative into positive, you want to definitely clear the stones. Okay? So once a week. Now, how do we activate this? What I want you to do is imagine a white light coming from the top of your crown chakra, going all the way down your arm, all the way down into your hand, and then you're going to have an activation crystal like this. These quartz crystals act as an activator, and it actually gives more energy to the grid. So it accelerates the energy. So what we're going to do is we're going to start in the middle here. And the way to activate this grid, there's a couple of different ways. One, you can start at 12 o'clock, but you can also start at, we're going to call this 12, 1, let's call this 5 o'clock, let's call this 6, 7, 10, 10 over here, and then 12, just for the sake of it. So what you want to do is you want to take an inventory of the stones that you have. They're not all going to be in a circle. That's just the way it works. It's a pattern that's designed specifically for the energy that needs to be picked up. So the inventory that I've got right here is I've got 5 obsidian black points in the middle, and then I see I have a turquoise. So we're going to activate these first. Then we're going to come out here to the end where the azurites are. They're not exactly in the middle, but they're next to be activated. And then what you can see is we have a snowflake obsidian, a turquoise here, another snowflake obsidian, and then we've got another one there. That will be activated next. And then the next one you'll activate by itself will be this azurite, and then the final one will be this one. Okay, so let's get started. Imagine the white light coming through. You're starting here at this azurite. You're going over here to this black obsidian point. Now you're going to connect over here. Just imagine a white light going through to each of the points. There you go. And then we're back to 12 o'clock. Now we're going to go over here to the azurite. Come back around. Back over here to this azurite ball. And then now what we're going to do is we're going to go up to this black obsidian, and then we're going to come back, or the snowflake obsidian. Come back over to the snowflake obsidian, back over to the snowflake obsidian, and then you activate the turquoise. Then finally, we're going to come back over here to this azurite, and then we'll go to this azurite ball. Now, we're fully activated. The next thing that you want to do to keep another stronger activation on this is you can go from point to point. So let's start here. You'll start here and you'll go point, middle, out to the end where the snowflake is, back to the middle. You're going to join these, out again, back to the middle, out again, back to the middle, out again, back to the middle, and just keep going around the grid until you have everything that's activated. This would be the final one right here. You'd go to the black obsidian point, to the azurite, black, back to the turquoise, back to the middle, and that is the final activation of the grid. And then what you'll want to do is take your intention of your piece of paper, take your wand, and read off your intention or speak it aloud just from your heart. But I recommend that you go ahead and write it down. And then just keep waving the wand and do the intention a couple of times, and then your grid is activated. And there you go. I hope you enjoyed this video. QuantumEnergyHealingTherapy.com. And my name's Andrea. Have a lovely day.